and gentlemen. Welcome to the Culture Mix. I am one of the co-hosts. This your boy Big Homie from the job. And I got the co-founder and CEO player partner pimp, Miss Marie to the left.
What's up, everybody?
And we missing our other two hosts due to sickness outside. So we missing Certified, we missing Tosh, but they will be with us next week. They just dealing with regular cold.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just that time of year, so warm up, drink your ginger ale, you know what I'm saying? They don't really do nothing but it feel good, you know what I'm saying? Some Robitussin or something, you good to
Drink
go.
something.
Cause you know I got some sweet tea, I know some crack in here, but you know, it get me through the day. So we're gonna start our first topic. We're gonna start off a little different. We're gonna do the year recap, you know what I'm saying, from the discussions from the previous episode to today.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna start off with what's gonna happen next year.
Yeah.
Notice we got stuff exciting, new, a little bit different. First we're gonna start off is Christmas. Like, how was Christmas and your resolutions from it? Like, how did you guys enjoy the Christmas and just pretty much your overall thought process while you was going through it? Because I know a lot of people, they have hard time dealing with, you know, holidays, significant other ones lost, kids. But some people may see the bright light and they may see a little bit different when it comes to those certain holidays. So I just want your picks on it, just to see kind of how your mental stability was going through this year Christmas, because it's a little bit different. Today the weather was warmer, wasn't no snow, a little different up north. So you know,
Definitely different.
so
I mean, for me, Christmas is Christmas. You know, it's what helps to unite, you know, the world. People are more joyous, more loving, more kind when the season changes, which they really should be like that all year round, but, you know, they wait till Christmas or around that season to be good. To me, if you blessed and you woke up on another Christmas, that's another Christmas you woke up on. So anything outside of that, to me, it's just gratefulness. Irregardless, like, I woke up, yeah, it was different. I don't remember too many times that we've had Christmas where there was no snow. It usually starts snowing closer to Christmas. Cause I remember when we were little, snow, like it snowed. Like you knew, like, oh yeah, you couldn't wait as a kid in school. Snow day, like you could let me get to don't cut it off so I can get to the next one. Yes, early vacation, close it down.
I was looking at that weather every day like it was a draft. Like, come on, baby, close
it out.
open. I'd be like, I hate every school besides this one.
Yeah, and you always felt like it was just your school.
So who is
like,
in
so
control?
who is open?
I'm like, somebody paid for that.
We should be closed. You see they closed too?
That school ain't even that advanced. That school, I just drove by that school.
No.
That should be open.
Yeah, closed the school. But I think it's just, like I said, it's a wonderful time. You spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, and kind of just, like I said, be grateful. Resolutions, I don't really make them. And the reason I personally don't make them, to me, that you set yourself up for failure. Because a lot of times we make them out of the moment or the emotional attachment because it's getting ready to be a new year. Outside of, you know, planning as far as business-wise or stuff like that, that's different. But most of the time people make New Year's resolutions that they made 2-3 years prior, and if nothing changed, then why you making it?
True.
I get why people do it, but for me, I kind of just be like, okay, you know, that changeover into a new year is grateful, humble, and like, okay, cool, thank you, Lord, for letting me get over this year. And then my next thought is like, what's next? Like, we gotta get to the goal.
That makes sense. I think mine's was actually very unique this year. Because the week before, my uncle had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was a lot of, it was down, but that was my favorite uncle. He was in the service. So lived at C-76. So I was like, cool, you know, I'm gonna be a pallbearer. That was the first thing in my head. I didn't care about the funeral. I didn't care about nothing. The only thing I cared about was like, look, be a pallbearer. Make sure he, you know, whoever show up, you know, type of scenario. But that man was influencing me in more ways than I thought. But we ain't never spent a massive amount of time together. We see each other, you know, family reunions, talk about cars. But the biggest thing I noticed he always kept saying was, you know what, nephew, no matter what you doing, every time you come down that street, if you see me, you always stop. You've been late to work plenty of times checking up. I said, well, I just got love for y'all. And not thinking, not realizing that I was picking up traits from him.
Right.
Because he would do the same thing every day. 5:30 in the morning, he would hand wash his car. I'm talking about, it's a blizzard. He is hand washing his car before he takes a shower. Like, you washing your car before you bathe, and while his car drying off, be upstairs. Bathing. When he gets clothes when he come out, car warm. He drive off, he go to 55th and Landmark with his military buddies. Every day that I've known him. Like, as long as I got to Landmark between 5 and like 7:38, I knew Uncle's there somewhere. I'm like, Uncle, there goes his car. I'd be on the bus, like, there goes his car. Or something. Then when I learned how to drive, I started trying to. Man, this man ain't tell me he had gloves that was water resistant. My hair freezing, shaking, trying to hand wash the car. And I'm like, how does he do it? His hand must be still. Like, oh, nephew, I got gloves. I don't feel no.
Ain't tell me.
Ain't tell me. I'm over here looking about stupid. I like to clean. The car was clean though, so when he seen me, I see he ain't washed it. But yeah, Unc, I got 3rd-degree burn too. You ain't tell me it's just cold outside.
Yeah.
You're cheating.
Yeah.
But his funeral had inspired me because I was like, dang, he influenced me in a lot of different ways, but I didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
So right when we go to the burial site, we get there, I'm seeing family members and stuff. I ain't really saying too much. I said, you know what? It's time for me to go back down south. My mother lived down south. So that next week, cashing all my vacation time we had, because we had to use it, and I was like, you know what, it's perfect. I had some money saved, so I drove all the way to Alabama. Got off work, 12-hour shifts, just drove straight on the road by myself. Got there, you know, seeing the family, seeing them divided kind of had me feel some type of way. So I'm like, damn, Uncle Bill just wants y'all to, you know, be together, but this is my mother's shot, it's not my father's shot now.
Right.
So I have to think about it. They all from the South, you know, they got their own problems, whatever. I'm not visually able to see it consistently. I just hear stuff, and whatever I hear, like, that's all I know. Because I don't like getting people personal life, not a lot unless they want me to, but other than that, whatever you do is not around me, I ain't trying to look for it.
Right, right.
Because it's just some stuff, you just give them their space, just naturally give them their space. Like, I want to be the friend, like, I know you enough, but at the same time, I don't even know you for real. So that way, if anything crazy come out about you, I'll literally tell you no.
Right.
So it's a good and a bad too, but at the end of the day, I'm showing you a proper privacy level. So being around them made me feel good because I'm older, communicating better, opening emotions, and I'm actually able to express it to them. So the whole time I'm there, see the kids, play with the kids. I'm like, dang, I remember we was this small. Now, y'all kids got kids, like this crazy. Oh, you gonna have some kids? I said, quit playing with me now. Quit playing, y'all tripping. I'm like, I see what y'all doing, but y'all tripping right now. So, you know, got to see my grandmother, got to see my best friend, got to see another friend I ain't seen in years. And just opening that door was able to have my mom, because she's so busy working and taking care of everybody. Her and her best friend lost communication, but they stay in the same state. But her son is best friend, me and him is best friend, but he was going through college when I was out of college, so we was just pretty much lifing. No bad blood, it's just time separates people.
Yeah.
And they both feel guilty that they couldn't stay in contact with. It's like, that happens. Like, if you a real friend, or you have real friendships with people, it's gonna be times y'all gonna be there around each other 24/7. It's gonna be times y'all ain't gonna be around each other for years.
Yeah.
But just as long as y'all understand it, it's y'all not competing or beefing.
Yeah.
Then you gonna come back and it's gonna be like, hey man,
Like, you ain't missing nothing, but it's
like certain events you might have.
You grow, you change, you adapt. I think a lot of times people don't, I don't think we even looked at that as kids or growing up. That never was I don't remember it ever crossing my mind, like, as a child, you my child best friend, like, we been best friends for years. It never crossed your mind, like,
You get
life will
older.
happen, and we might not have that communication, we might not talk.
And it's also be relationships. You think about that, you be like, man, I ain't. Damn, what happened to old girl?
Yeah.
And you be like,
It
well,
throws you completely off.
and then you start feeling some type. Hey, man, y'all heard about her? Either she passed away or this. You be like, man.
Yeah.
Or no, she got kids. She made like, when? She never talked about marriage. What is now?
Yeah.
You like, do I poke the bear and get cool? Like, I should stay back. But I just want to know, how did this happen?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that affects you quick. But sometimes it's a good and a bad thing. Because if I was like, yo, day one, you want to remember him as the good person. Anybody that I'm friends with or associate with, if I haven't seen you more than like, I give, depending on what you do, I give you 6 months. Now, if you do something I can like visually see a little bit more, I give you 3 months. If I ain't seen you that amount of time, I don't technically know you. I know your tendencies from when I last met you.
Right.
But if you had a trauma or a death or something, you may not be the same person. That means we compatible and cool.
Yeah, yeah.
We just know each other enough that, hey, if something's happening, I got your back, you got my back, you know. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been some people I've been cool and I see now I'm just like, who is you, bro? I can't even trust you with a can of paint now. Like,
And that's so crazy that because life goes on and it never stops, it just keeps going. There's never a real pause, or that we take enough time to take pauses, you know, for the moment. Where most people be like, man, I want to live in the moment. But I don't know how many people actually believe that they live, like know that they live in the moment. Like we say it all the time, it's a cliche, people say it all the time, living in the moment. Same thing like the resolutions. Guaranteed people gonna make that same resolution. I'm gonna live in the moment next year. What's living in the moment?
the
though?
second week you ain't at the
They ain't
gym.
made it yet.
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's why I ain't
Exactly. Because they don't never think of it. That's why I say sometimes making resolutions limits you, because you put a demand on yourself that most of us don't even follow through with. So when you come with that, oh man, I did this, you know, I want to go do this and everything. Not saying that you can't come up with plans and goals and all that. That's always a good thing on how you want to, you know, maneuver in your life. But saying that what is really like living in that moment, like, because I think I find myself, the older I get, I think I find pieces of when I want to live in the moment.
Oh yeah, I could definitely.
Like pieces, not like how other people be like, oh, I did, you know, just saying it, but I find like pieces or times of, okay, now I feel like I'm living in the moment.
Yeah, like even going down there, I didn't realize that it's been about 5 to 6 years since I've literally traveled with nobody with me in my ride, just solo. I didn't got accustomed to my fiance with me, so now it's like, all right, nigga, I know she wanna have a window crack. I don't like hearing the window crack stuff. This ride, she this, that, third. And then when you get a car, this is you like, damn, what the fuck was I doing? I'm like, ain't nobody in the car to tell me I can't eat in the morning. I can drive fast. And it was like, all right, first 2 hours, I'm like, this is kind of weird. After a while, it dawned on me, like, let me go back. Like, what was I doing when I was younger? Not doing. I was just like, damn, I was just getting in the car, gone. I ain't think about no traffic, no food. I'm like, let me go back to that time. Found a playlist. I'm just flying through the night. I'm like, looking at these buildings, like, yeah, I done drove this way hundreds of times. I'm like, the city seemed different. Going through Tennessee, going through Louisville, going through Kentucky, like I know where my markers at, and I'm just like, I done rode this road 1,000,000 times. And this one feel new, like, even when I'm turning the corner, I'm like, I don't never remember going this way. I'm like, they changed the freeway, and it was the first time I didn't see construction work. And I had never traveled down there and not see no construction work or no alternates or something. So it was like, oh, this is how you travel with no traffic, no police, no shit. These cities look completely different. Some of them are modernized now. And I'm just like, man, you know, this is the moment. This is, okay, this is here and now. Like, ain't no agenda. You gotta get from here to here. And I'm just flowing with the traffic, just getting it. And I got there, I was like, whole time, like, man, it's gonna be hard. I probably gonna do it. I'm probably gonna take a nap. And I got there so early, I was like, that was easy. And I was like, why was I tripping? I did this like 11, 12 times. And it was just like, you know, you got older, so you feel like you wouldn't, I'm gonna get sleepy. I gotta use the bathroom more. Like,
You gotta count it. You count, basically.
yeah, like I'm counting, oh man, 11 hours. Oh man.
Start counting.
I used to never look at that hour. I used to be like, mileage only. 400 miles, like 300 miles, 2 minutes. If I'm doing 85, 8, 16, 24, 3.5, yeah, okay. Like you have a tank and re-up it. And it was just so quick, it was like, all right, that wasn't nothing. Oh man, I know why I'm tripping myself. I got some Slim Jim, some Mountain Dew, just listen to music and then be in the car with your cell phone on. The music, your normal playlist, run out quick. Especially if you're gonna drive for about an hour and a half. I hit shuffle, I'm listening to songs I ain't heard. What is, this is my jam in there.
Ain't heard it.
Ain't heard it and sound brand new. Then when you got upgraded sound, like sounds in your car, it's like, this song sounds so much better. Like some songs be too loud, I'm like, nah, that's too much bass. Why do I like this song? Delete. Man, so come on. Oh man, I started hearing the hippie to the hip hop, you don't stop. I'm in the car like this, brand new. At school, I take it. I said, why am I dancing to this? This is my parents' music. Why is this hitting right now? I'm just like, I'm getting older. Cause I would have never bumped this. I went back to today's music like, this fire, but let me hear some old Kim. And then, let me get Jamie Foxx first out. TJ plays his love song.
So that goes into another thing. This year's music. What's your take on it?
I feel like this year's music is last year's music. I feel like all the best sounds, or all the songs that I like now, is just samples from what my parents liked of the song. Just me actually discovering that them samples is before I was born makes it amazing to me. The fact that some of these people weren't even alive when this beat was made, they just like, they heard it, was like, you know what? Slow it down, increase the bass, and I'm gonna rap the same speed on this, not like how they did it. And it sounds completely different. Like Big X the Plug, every song he make right now, I done played about 60 times. He took, it's a song called Badu Flow. Big X the Plug took Erykah Badu's song, that Didn't You Know? All he did was slow it down a little bit and put a Texas beat on it. I can't even listen to Erykah Badu's song no more. If they got that bass on it. Like, it hit totally different. Take a song that has no business being in the rap category, hottest rap category. But on the other side, I like how a lot of the women, they just out there. Like, say what you want, Sexy Red and all these weird names and stuff, but they creative, they marketing skills is nice, and they like, look, I'm a woman, but I'm about to keep doing this. And it's either you like it, you don't like it, or you just out rap me. And the only thing I'm missing is like the old back and forth songs. Like Roxanne, like you hear 3-4 track. All right, man, I wonder what she gonna say. He said this. Well, I don't really see that no more. And I think that's what I'm missing. Like the competition and craftsmanship. I think that's the only piece that's missing, but as far as like the ingenuity, the beats, the samples from different music places, or just different thought process, how it came together, is top tier. The lyrics and stuff may not be that different before. They may be watered down, they may be the same stuff. But it's still art. At the end of the day, it's still creative. It's just like looking at a painting. I hear Badu flow, I can't even look at Badu. I see Big X now. Somebody else may say, I hear Badu flow, and that's what draws me to the song. Like, I don't like his lyrics, but I like this on that beat and this. So they may just like the instrumental.
Right.
And that's just kind of what art, like everybody has a different taste. And it's like most new artists, sometimes they catch me. Sometimes it may be the dance or something. But now I'm starting to understand, I like the backstories and stuff. Like when they go to interviews, and why'd you make this song? Like Big X the Plug said he didn't like the song Texas. That's his biggest hit. He said, I didn't even like the beat, I didn't like none of that. He said, that was a marketing team effort. He said, that was my manager and other people. I didn't like that beat. And he said, I don't even know my flow. So the fact that you just made a hit album and you don't even know your gift and you didn't like the beat, okay, now when you like the beat and you understand how the cadence and wordplay is, I know I'm gonna like it. Cause this just him playing around. He don't even take rap serious. The guy that he learned, that told him to rap, he didn't have a contract. Rizoma didn't have a contract. So when he was blowing up, he was like, hey, how you do management? How you do marketing? Like, I don't know, I ain't never had no calls for deals. So now Big X the Plug, he just signed to Rizoma, who's the guy that told him to rap.
I think a lot of artists are like that though. I think that's the thing where I could say this year should be, and going into 2024, the availability to be a creative or whatever, like we used to say, your dream, like whatever you dream you can be, period. So now you see a lot of people like re-tapping in to maybe childhood dreams or maybe stuff that they just put on pause for a second because life happened. So I had to come back, after 5-10 years and now I'm trying to gain back what I originally really wanted to do. And I think going into 2024, I think everybody should just write down what you want to do. Don't put a demand on yourself though, because there's always gonna be, pass fail, or your pros and your cons, irregardless. But dream it, go back and figure out what you really want to do. To me, it's never too late. You got people doing stuff that just now getting recognition for, just now getting any type of commitment on what they've already been doing. People are just now getting shine, and you've been doing this how long? This is what I've been doing this. What? But you just now getting spotlighted, or you just now getting seen, and that's on all categories. That's no matter if you're actress, actor, if you entertainment, if you're music, if you're comedy. It's people that you wouldn't even know was comedy. Just like when you hit me up to Ali Sadiq, I had never heard of the man. When you hit me up to him and then go back to his story, he been in the game 20. But that's what I'm saying. When you get spotlighted, you still been doing it the whole time, but you haven't had this is your moment. You know what I'm saying?
And they just
people but that's how I see people in life. It's too much that's available to not use. We got too much technology. Everything is on YouTube. Do. This is how you become, whatever it is that you want to do. Or if you just want to learn a new thing. There's people that start doing DIY.
Yes, I be hating that because now I feel like my school system has failed me. Okay.
But that's another thing. Go back to the school thing. You look at it and you be like,
I just learned how to open water in a 12-pack, right? That I feel like I should do that in school.
But that's what I'm saying. When everything, but that's what I'm saying. There should never be, for me, going into this new year, it ain't just about, just a new you. It's just what are you gonna use to adapt your life and make it better? Like, what are you really trying to do? But there should never be a limitation. There's no limit.
But I actually like finding people late in the game.
Yeah.
Because now, see, I hit you to that, but now you can go all the way, so now you like, oh, I like this. Now let me see now you got 3, 4, 5 years worth of, if you don't do nothing for the next 4, 5 months, you can watch all his stuff from the beginning to get caught up. So it's like, dang, I feel like I should know this, but now that I know it and now I'm fully caught up, like, now I had to wait 6 months for the movie. Oh, I had learned about him 6 months ago, so now I'm finally caught up.
Yeah.
And the movie came, so now I'm...
But that's how I feel too, even Nipsey Hussle. I started following Nip on actually when him and his brother was in the process. Him and his brother Sam was in the process of like buying a store. It was like business. So I'm looking at the process they're doing.
Right.
This is before some rap. I ain't know nothing about no rap. I was just watching them like as young, black men, like really trying to help the community, like that we don't see that. It wasn't an often thing we see.
Right.
So I'm like, dang, that's interesting. Then the rap and everything else happened. I didn't know anything about that. I was focusing on like, dang, what you doing for the community? And I think a lot of people have started doing that to where they're starting to get, I guess, like that flow of, yeah, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people, even this year, like I feel like it's just a lot of things that have been shown in light that was in the darkness, that came on out. But I also feel like it gave people the ability to like really see, not only see other people for who they really are, but like to really see yourself.
Yeah, but it's also, I've seen a lot of first time things this year, and I'm loving it. Like Formula One, something I watch, like the new up and coming racers is all girls. I ain't never seen no girl in the Formula One car. I ain't never seen a girl in the Formula 3 car. But just from playing video games and stuff, they got an all-girl class. One chick made it. So now they got the opportunity to go F3, go F2. Now how does the race look? What if the fastest person in the world ain't Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, like Lando Norris? Like, what if it's one of these girls coming up? They retire and now y'all just can't beat the girls. Like, okay, now I'm more curious. And on top of that, you got NASCAR. You got the first black owner, female team owner. Her whole crew is black. Ain't nobody not black on that team. You got her son to drive. You got girls. You got this. That's a team. And they not getting funded. They're not getting sponsored like that. But it's a lot of females that's doing the first time of different things. And I'm liking it because it's not only showing that the blacks is just moving up, which we all like to see, which I know I do, but I'm also liking to see the girls step up. Like, I don't have no problem with women's rights, but I want to see who really like grinding. Like, I want to see a female Kobe Bryant. It don't have to be basketball. I mean, just a certain sport where if you you just can't beat her. I mean, in gymnastics, we got Cindy Bayless. Like, her body is so unique. Only her body can contort to do stuff like that.
Which is crazy, and I think that's the thing too, where there's no...
It's uniqueness, and it's just beauty.
But it has to be, like, I like it. Like you said, I do like the variety of it. I like that we're seeing stuff that we've only dreamed of, maybe. And that was nothing but a fantasy. That wouldn't even...
That was when we played video games.
That never even crossed our mind like
it's a reality. Let me make a female hooper.
Right. But the stuff that you're seeing and the levels that people are like pushing for, and it's not even just like the celebrity part, but seeing like just regular people like
they get up and
getting up, like really doing it, like that's motivation. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are more motivated now than definitely when we was kids.
Yeah, like when we was kids, we had a couple. You had maybe a couple, and if they wasn't, man, they was underground. Like, oh, she do this. Like Ronda Rousey, we ain't never hear about no Ronda Rousey. What's that? We think of WWE. She in UFC knocking people out. Now that she gone, she's left an impact on the MMA world. Now you see girls just itty bitty knocking out big people. So now you're like, oh, okay, dude, we can't just jump on the smaller people. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do like there's a tier system, and I like that everybody is just appreciating from the last.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not taking 50, 60, 70 years for us to see it. It's taking 5, 10. President, all right, now we got a black guy Congress. Now we got a Georgia representative that's black. Now we got, like, that was only a couple of years.
It's speeding. And I think that is the thing. I think that's going to be the crazy stories. Not even crazy stories. And we look at the history of our parents telling us stuff that they seen. You know what I'm saying? That it had never happened before. And then for us to be able to see it, when we go to have kids, it repeats itself. Because it still be like, oh, when we had kids, we got to tell them the same. Like, oh no, we had a black president before. What? They gonna be like, well, no.
Just imagine we watch Wakanda in 40 years. They ain't gonna know what. I'm talking, we sitting there. They like, what is you doing, Dad? Oh, you don't know about this man? Oh, he been there. He died. So, what? He ain't like, yeah, man, this man, he had a serious health condition, and he was dying from cancer, and made all these movies just quick, like, all it with a smile you never knew. Chadwick Boseman, I will forever make sure people know, because it's so crazy how certain people, they lifespan be small. But if you Google how much stuff they did,
do so much in
and
a short amount of time.
How did you do all these? It's only 24 hours a day. Like, Denzel Washington was getting an award. He talked about Samuel Jackson and said, oh, I got an award. Well, guess you did 276 movies. Guess you did 60-some organizations. And did a whole list of what Samuel Jackson did in front of his wife. And everybody looked like, you did how many movies? Yeah, 267 currently. 200, it takes half a year to do a movie.
Yeah.
276?
Yeah.
Not to mention training for them, acting. Some was fights, some was, it wasn't the same genre, and then the organizations, how many people he put through, like, Denzel took like 30 minutes to say all that stuff he did, and it was like, that's your rival. That is the competition. Like, when your acceptance speech become, oh, this is what my rival did, you ain't even say nothing about what you did. You got the award, he didn't. Don't matter. I need y'all to pay attention. It's a brother over here.
Yeah.
Because when I'm done, when he get the award next or whatever, now I need you to pay attention. And when you do art and when you do movies and when you do a craft, that's what you're trying to be. You're trying to get 267. I don't care if it's television, whatever. Even it can be the garbage man. How long you been? I done did 13,000 stops. That means your goal to even get close to this man is 30, 40 years in the garbage industry and 13,000 stops. Right now, every time Steph Curry makes a three, he breaks his record.
Mm-hmm.
He just did a game not too long ago where he hit no threes, 0 for 8. He stopped his wrong record. And that was for like 8, 9 years. Like, who missed a three in how many games? That's a long time without having a game where you don't make none of them. But then also, who's to say he ain't already developed a kid somewhere in the world that already shoot like that now?
We don't know.
And one day we never see a 3-point shooter. We in our 50s. Now we shooting from the other inbound. What is the end? What? Now I got it. Now you didn't evolve. Now you just stretched the game so far. I can't defend this. It's already difficult. Half court. I got to deal with that. Now you talking about behind the logo efficiently. I don't have no players like that. And when the league trying to turn into whoever won the last championship, you could tell it was gonna go downhill. Mm-hmm. Now Wembanyama, I don't know how he's gonna do. Very tall. Most people don't have a long career. But if he can do the stuff he's doing now, he can bring the money back to the big man. Mm-hmm. Just like Shaq did. But it's in Shaq's own variation. And I love to see it. It's weird at first. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't believe in him. But
it's an adjustment.
It's just probably like the first person who dunked in real life.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's an adjustment because
it's
it's not what you normally see. you know, we see it, but when there's something that is so profound or that catches, you know, your full attention, to where it's like we can't. I think everybody has an impact they can leave on this world. Period. It don't matter if it's huge and everybody know you or just your community knows you. Everyone has an impact that they can actually leave on this earth. So when you go in and you seeing certain things that you will never see, it's certain things we ain't never see. You know, certain athletes we never even seen them play. We can go back on YouTube and watch the game, but we weren't even alive when all this was happening. So to us, it was like they was doing this, and then all of a sudden you get all these other people, Allen Iverson, Kobe, Michael Jordan. You get LeBron, like you get all these people that you literally looking like,
and all they
so
doing,
this is our generation.
And then when they take a picture, they be, hey, this is Jason Tatum with Chris Paul, 13. Like, he was how old into this picture? I've been watching CP3 for 13 years.
Yeah.
I feel like he just got here.
Yeah. Now
he be like, no, I've been here 20 something. You're like,
now realize how much
you started this.
Yeah. How much time actually goes by and how quickly time would just keep going. It don't stop.
And that's when I appreciate, like, after my uncle's funeral, it just, like, nobody stopped moving. Like, everything was just go, go, go. And it's like, oh, you got to do this while the world moving. Okay. So ain't no time to really pause, because there's no pause button. It's just either you going to do it right now or you going to do it later. You just ain't going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to, now it changed my attention to like, okay, let me not wait till they gone and say something. Let's talk about this now. And let's keep talking about this now. And so each landmark disappeared. If you don't want your lineage to disappear, you have to step up now. So that way, at least they can see that you started something before they go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, like, I had a serious conversation with my mother. You know, she always say, you know, I at least got one kid to care about. I'm like, no, you got 3 to care about you. It's just we all develop different. And we all got our own way of showing it. But me personally, I want you to know that if you was on your deathbed right now, I want you to physically know that your son was capable of keeping whatever you want me to keep going, but also I'm safe, I'm mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Or I'm physically prepared for the day you no longer exist.
Yeah.
But I want you to see it now. I don't want you to be like, Mom, look down on me. No, I want you to, if stress was the reason to make you drop that you don't have, when you think of me, and you know stress gonna increase, like, you know what? He gonna be all right when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Cause he already want the family. He already care about his niece and nephew. He already told me out his own mouth what he gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if it's my time, I can either enjoy it or I can be already fully prepared to. And that's a tough conversation to have.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm supposed to be down to surprise you having fun, but I need you to know that this is an important time for me to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to wait till you're actually there. I want you to know before. So all life is going on and life and up and down. And I'm over here working so you can see something. Hopefully I can show you a house. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. And you live long enough, I can have a kid. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff I said I want you to see before you gone. I'm trying to get it now. If the Lord don't let you get to see it, okay. But you know, even if you're not here, it's gonna be here.
Right.
And it's gonna be something that you can be proud of while you're upstairs. Like, we ain't here for a long time, we're gonna be here for a good time. But sometimes the good time is taking yourself out of that availability zone for a year. If you can't, I feel like if you can't stop what you're doing, stop being on the internet, all that stuff for a year to make the rest of your life easy, you don't really want it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't focus on yourself for a year, I'm talking about no more party, no more drinking, go off the grid, learn, read a book, work out, whatever. Make your money, actually save your money, do what you can do, fix your credit, whatever. You can't dedicate that year for yourself, because that year is going to transfer to have a way easier life for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you knock out all that debt and all that stuff, you're not thinking to check the check no more.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you only make a little bit more than what you need to survive, if you build up them little crumbs, you can make a sandwich. Ain't gonna be pretty as everybody, but that's your sandwich. Like that. That's what you put on the side.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody take their tax refund check. Cause I was talking to another I was talking with my coworkers. He real serious about money. His mom done put him in business class. Like all he talk about is buying land and money. I don't care what the subject is. He gonna find a way to talk about it. He like, oh well, I don't. All his extra money come in. He literally gives himself his paycheck. Whatever he made after his paycheck, I don't care if it's 50 cents more. He put it towards a credit card or some debt. Every time we get a bonus, all that goes to whatever, some old stuff, if he got it. He said once all his debt gone, then them bonuses keep coming, he said then that's gonna turn into investments or trying something. Or just put it away until you wanna buy land.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I'm like, bro, you tripping, you ain't gonna spend none of that on yourself. Like, you're not gonna enjoy yourself. You like, well, I can enjoy myself more if I put this to 100 to this credit card and stuff. Now this credit card refilled is max, it don't charge me every month. And I ain't never gotta pay it. That's a bill or two, I just took it away for the rest of my life. Or until I use it again. So now I got, let's say 100, 200 more to play with each month, cause that bill gone. Now that 1 to 200 that I got free from that, I could put that on student loan, a car note or whatever. Now that's gone quicker. Now if that stuff gone quicker, I got 400 or 500 more. And I'm like, that makes sense. But when you gonna have fun? I'll have fun later. I'm having fun now just knocking these numbers off. They say it's gonna take me 10, 20 years. But like the way I'm going, if I bunker down and be serious now, and 3 to 5, all this gone. So I ain't even reached my prime yet. And all my debt gone. So I mean when I turn 30, 40, whatever, I mean I got 20, 30 years of free money to just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, plus I'm older, so I'm gonna know exactly what I want.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff I care about now, it sound cool, but I might not like that when I get older.
Right.
And I'm like,
and that's
you
something
know what? That's true. If you discipline yourself, there ain't really no reason why you can't get out of the rabbit hole.
I think that's just putting limitations on yourself. Cause I think you can get out of anything, but it's gonna take hard work and dedication. And you gotta be committed. That's whether it deal with that, like, oh no, I'm gonna get this off because my goal is this, my goal is that. That's what I'm saying, like, going into 2024, like, what's your goal for next year? Like, your actual goal?
Now my goal is just more of what I'm doing now, but I also have to realize that I'm asking to be put in a bigger spotlight to make a difference, not only in the community, but make a legacy in the city. That's from me being in the city. So like, I want to be the first person, or not the first. I'm probably not the first. I'll probably do research on it. But I would like to be the first person to have a statue that is a regular 9 to 5. Like, I ain't no superstar. I ain't no megastar. I ain't motherfucking LeBron James. I'm not Joe Flacco. I ain't nobody right now. But just somebody like, who's this statue? Oh, that's such a, man, he been living here for years. And you meet him, he's a nice guy. He always trying to teach you something. You know what I'm saying? And he's just all about benevolence and just being there, just making the city cool, like popular, and just being a good human being. Like, it don't have to say, oh, you donated 60 million Ohio. It's like, hey, man, I ain't got that. But just to know some kid could probably get inspired by looking just like, you know what? He got a statue for just going to work every day. Like, he's a regular person. He got money and stuff or whatever, but he's a regular person. He's down to earth. And the city put a statue to just appreciate, you know. He's just not trying to make the city look bad. That's it. That kid might take that motivation, maybe the next mayor, city, Congress, whatever. First Ohio president of the world, who knows? But it starts from me actually taking accountability and always just helping people out without asking for something later. Like, that's right now, that's probably like my biggest thing. It's like anytime somebody want to ask for information stuff, I don't want to be no gatekeeper, no information. I just rather you get it. If I get the information and you blow up bigger than me, that's cool. Like, I think that's cool because I mean you serious and you getting what you asked for. You wanted this, you prayed about it, you thought about it. they end up blessing you with just running to me. I'll tell you something, you go to the moon with it. That's cool. Cause now I feel like it's easier for me to keep going on a path because I'm seeing other people manifest their dreams off just meeting me.
Mm-hmm.
Or just talking. Maybe they just want to decompress or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
You probably saved some lives and I didn't even know it. I just probably thought it was just regular. Hey, you going through a tough time, blah, blah, blah. He probably was about to rob the liquor store, rape some people, kill something, don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks to me like, you know what? I'm gonna get this job, I'm gonna do Lyft, I'm gonna do something. You know what? I can't make money. I ain't really messed up. I'm just too prideful to work a 9 to 5 because I feel like my mama should just in LA. You know, they can be hearing some bad advice from people who's just not happy about their life situation.
Right.
Or their life choices.
Right.
But,
And they put it on.
Yeah, they put it on the kid, and now the kid thinking, oh, I ain't doing this. He got this whip, like, bro. Everybody not meant to drive no Scat Pack. Everybody not meant to have a jet plane. If everybody was meant to have everything, a lot of that stuff wouldn't be unique. Because everybody would have it. That's the purpose of a $1 billion car. That's the purpose of a Bugatti. It's technically useless because it's a car just like everything else, but it's the fact I only make 6 of these a year.
Right.
That's made purely from hand. That means if you got one of these, you one of 6 people this year. And if I only sold 6 ever, you're one of 6 in the northern hemisphere of the world because people they can't afford them, or people ain't buying them, or they're not keeping them. So if you drive yours around Cleveland, you're one of one. So if somebody wants to see Bugatti, they gotta look for you. Now, if everybody drove a Bugatti, we'd probably be like, I'm tired of shit.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too, where people don't accept their uniqueness and like use it as a gaining process, not use it as, oh, it's just a negative thing. Well, I'm different, I'm weird, or I don't, you use that to your advantage. You don't know what doors could actually open by you accepting it. Like, Dad, I'm really different. I'm just different. I like this stuff, but I'm different. Like, you don't know what opportunities can actually literally open. And I think that's the thing that I think people should definitely go into next year with being definitely more kind to people, more respectful to people. Just be regular. But at the same time, your goals or your visions or whatever it is you want to do for 2024, like, don't limit yourself. Just go after it. Don't put no limitations on yourself. Don't even put the negativity out there like, oh, I can't do it. Why can't you research? And start building, figuring out. It's too much information out there to not gain it and use it for your advantage.
Yeah, but if you also talk about it in the public, it never fails me. I could be somewhere where it's not even what I'm talking about. And somebody just talk to me or they're curious about something. And we'll be talking and I'll say something, oh, you do that? Oh, my uncle do that, or my cousin do that. Oh, he goes, you want me to meet him? Like, just the initiation that this is what you want to do in life. It could be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They might know Master Splinter, you don't know. But I've noticed that a lot of times I'm not in a place where I'm talking about something. I meet an individual who has an interesting life story and perspective. And he just commented on something just because I'm not regular. Like at the Sound Spot, I was getting my lights put on. Met an older guy there. I don't know how he knew. We haven't sitting there, we just say good morning, I'm waiting for lights put in, he waiting for his fingers to get put in. He like, I had my jewelry on. He said, hey man, you married? I said, no, I'm about to be. He said, oh, congratulations, man. Cool, he said, you got kids? I said, nah, I ain't got kids. He said, why ain't got kids? I said, me and my significant other were too selfish. I said, right now, we like make a lot of money, we like traveling stuff. Not saying that we're gonna not take care of the child, but
that's
our brain said, right now, we on time, like, and he like, oh yeah, he like, yo, my son like that, He married, but he live under me, this, that, and the third. And his wife, see that he kind of like, she can't really follow him. I'm like, what you mean she can't follow him? Like, he can't lead or something. He's like, no, I let him stay in my crib, but she see me more out hustling him. So she'll bring it up to him and he'll get, offended about it and stuff. And I'm like, oh, she's seeing that the leadership she's looking for him is just not there at the moment. And he's like, yeah, so, we talking life. And he used to be a big drug dealer. I never knew. I ain't never seen him in my life. So now we was on almost the same street. Like, he was a couple streets off. When I was a kid. Like, when I was in prison for 20 years, and he said my buddy was my right-hand man. He stopped working. Like, they did a drop-off. He's like, look, I'm out. I'm going to be a preacher. And he was like, what you on, bro? He like, no, God got something for us. And he said, for real? He said, man, we making this money. He said he never got back in the car with him. And he said it was crazy. Like, a month later, he ended up getting arrested on that bid. And he said it was a shootout, and a bullet hit him, but it didn't hit him, like, and I forgot what the exact area was at, but it was something that would instantly kill him. Mm-hmm. And he said he was just sitting, he was like, his buddy came like, that was God. I told you. Like, God told you he had something for you. Mm-hmm. He told you relax. He was like, no, He's like, it was just crazy. He said while he was there, he said the woman he was dating while he was in prison is his wife now. And I mean, they got a nice crib, the kids all smart. He said, I took my kids to the hood so that way they know their daddy used to really be out here, let them hear stories from the other guys. Mm-hmm. He said, but they don't know, they not from the hood. They, like, if I yell too loud,
Yeah,
he said, but that was God telling me. And I was like, man, you preaching God a lot, like, you ain't know. He like, no, I don't go to church on. He said, God do got a way of telling you what your fulfillment is without telling you what your fulfillment is. He said, man, I was making money and all this stuff. He said, but I'm liking your story though. He said, your story, you ain't tried drugs, you ain't tried gangs. You was by yourself. Like, why you ain't trying drugs? I said, I seen everybody else doing it, so I didn't want to do it just because everybody else was doing it. It wasn't exciting to me because my brothers and sisters did it, but also I just wasn't like that. Yeah. And I just knew I just wasn't like that. Like, fighting and stuff, cool, shooting, alright, but I can't do something that hurts people. Like, I can't show you no drugs, because if I know it hurts you, I ain't gonna want to do it. Like, even the car game, when I was working on cars, I never wanted to upsell people on parts and stuff, because I know how expensive that shit was. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember I was working at Goodyear, and we was changing this light bulb. Simple headlight. Just the bulb. The bulb was like $3. We get across the street, AutoZone, like $3.50. Put it in, take like 10 seconds. You could have charged her like $5. These niggas charging her like $50. And I just told her, like, look, man, when I get off work, I'll change it. I won't even charge it. And she was like, well, why would it? I said, that's just how they make their money.
That's business though.
That's business, but 50?
That's how they work though.
I'd have been like
and
20.
I think that's the thing too, what we don't put in.
And a lot of people don't talk about, like, you gotta be, sometimes you gotta be that type of savage in certain industries, and that's just how you flow. But I'm like, why would you charge her 50? At the most, like, all right, the bulb costs $3, it take you 10 minutes, like $20. But you gonna charge her 50? That's 10 bulbs. Like, we're not about to get 10 of these. Like, we got 20s in the thing. Why? Well, this is just how we charge. Like, I was like, you know what? That ain't me. Like, if I'm gonna sell you something, like, this stuff has to be a purpose, but it's also only gonna be a couple more dollars. He like, but you won't be as profitable. Yeah, I probably won't have as much money.
But you want to be fair.
But on my customer service, I'm thinking
loyalty. You want to be fair in the sense of not just fair to yourself, but you definitely thinking about other people. And I think people don't put that in mind.
That compassion.
That's what they want to do or what they want to have. Which brings us to our quote of the day. It is, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Look, we going into this new year. You blessed to cross over into a whole new brand new year. Remember to start creating things for yourself. What is it? Is your goals, your personal ambitions? What is it that you need to do? Even if you do it in a plan of the first 3 months of the year, the first 6 months of the year, find something that if you're passionate about, something that you know, brings you joy, love, kindness, and try to be that way towards other people, even when they not to you. Still try to still be kind and keep it moving. Don't mean you gotta associate yourself with them all the time, but try to do that. I'm gonna have Big Ron close us out. We appreciate y'all. Blessings to y'all definitely for 2024.
And this has been the Culture Mix. We're gonna see you soon, about a week, and we'll be back at you. And please just find compassion. That's all I'm gonna say. And we out. Peace.